Okay, so I've been told that I am on. Hello everyone, my name's Rhythm, and this is Super Meat Boy. There's gonna be no major glitches, so we're not gonna be warping to the last world right away. We're just gonna be completing all the levels, or well, most of the levels, all the chapters in order to get to the credits. So I guess there's not much more explaining to do, so timing will start when I press start game, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I got 6 chapters. 5 of them have 20 levels, of which we only need to complete 17. We can skip 3 levels per chapter, so we'll be doing that. And then the last world has 6 levels, well, 5 levels and a boss. We'll have to do all of them. So you've seen a minor glitch happen already. It's called auto jump. Basically, if you hold jump, pause the game, let go of jump, and then unpause, Meat Boy will always be jumping and also always holding jump. So you get frame perfect full jumps, which is very useful in a couple situations. But most of the game will be doing by just good platforming. Here's a funky little skip, if I can get it. This is a pretty tight jump. There we go. Hello, Shred. See, the Meat Boy people are coming out. So here's the first quit out, where we're just skipping a level. Because it's slow and we like going fast and not dying, hopefully. There we go. I guess I should also explain some of the movement tech. Well, the one big movement tech, which is, I don't remember what it's called actually. I think it's like sprint jumping or whatever. It's basically whenever you wall jump and then jump back to the same wall. If you're holding sprint, Meat Boy is sent further away from that wall than just than not holding sprint. So what I do is I let go of sprint, jump off, and then start holding it again to have as little distance from the wall as possible, but then also get back to the wall as soon as possible. Okay, that was a little slugger. That was just basically an auto-scroller, having to wait for the boss to reach the end. And now this hospital. This is a chapter that's fairly easy, but I like choking it anyway. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Here's a fun strat. Just drop through the whole level. Okay, I had to focus a bit there because that level is really easy to die on. So is this one. So is all of them actually. But you know. It's Meat Boy, it's the hardest game ever made. Okay. So I guess there's not really much to talk about in this chapter. There's a fast strat for the last boss, basically. Well, for the boss of the chapter, it's not really the last boss. Other than that, this is just like platforming, blood trail, all that good stuff. Oh. I guess I can talk about the gimmicks. So like every world introduces a couple new gimmicks. So in the forest you had saw blades and moving saw blades and shooting saw blades. You still have those here, but in the forest you also get fans and locked blocks and these enemy dudes that just bounce around. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. For blocks you need keys, fans just push you away. If you touch a fan you will die, so don't do that. And yeah, oh yeah, and it also has lasers, which I think the next level is a laser one. Yeah. So lasers go on a cycle, on and off, and you touch them when they're off. You don't touch them when they're on, or you will die. Another fun application of the auto jump glitch. Hey, Autobot. Okay, let's hope I get this, or I will embarrass myself. Okay. Okay. Let's calm down a bit here. Yeah, chat skip is kind of tricky, especially if you're bad at the game. Oh, I might be too slow now. Oh, actually, okay. Ah, I missed it. Okay. It's fine. We've got estimate to burn through. Come on, why did he just stop? Okay, whatever. Let's do it normally. So, the skip here is grabbing that second key before the screen stops scrolling. And then you don't get a pause on the second cycle, you just skip it entirely. Which you saw me do, but then I missed a jump up to the third level. I just died. But it's fine. That's just how Meat Boy goes on a marathon. Not well. Okay, World 3, Salt Factory. We have to avoid salt. Because as you may know, if you don't have skin, salt can hurt pretty bad. Hard snoop indeed. So this world introduces conveyor belts, missiles. I guess these like irregular shapes of obstacle. Which is salt piles. And probably something else I'm forgetting. We can jump into the conveyors to get extra momentum. That just sends you higher up, which hopefully I'll be showing here. Ah, come on. There's a really fun strat here where you just get a lot of speed off this conveyor. Come on. And then you start auto jump and miss it entirely. Okay, very cool. The strat is not, like, it doesn't save that much time, but it's really fun, so I have to do it. And here the rockets, they home in on you, but their homing is pretty bad, so you can just avoid it. Alright. Nah, it's fine, don't worry about it. Sliding on concrete is perfectly fine. I've done it as a kid, and you should too. Note, please don't actually. Okay. This level has a really hard cycle skip, where you just avoid waiting for this platform, but I'm not a gamer, so I don't do it. Very unfortunate. See if I can get this screen. Nice, first try. Oh, come on. And then I dive 4 times to a really easy one. Meat Boy giveth, Meat Boy taketh away. I also tried to go on top of the level here, because you can actually just go up and skip the weight here, but it's pretty tricky. I've done it successfully like once. And here's the biggest skip of the run. Brownie skip, where you're supposed to race Brownie. But you can just sprint wall jump and go out of bounds and skip the entire level. It is quite nice. Now we're on to Hell. This is basically like the midway point of the run. This is where shit gets real. Heck, sorry. This name is called Heck Hall, which is pretty appropriate, I think. Brownie is just a poop boy, yeah. I think so. Frankly, I don't know the Meat Boy lore, like... But, yeah. I think he's just a poop boy. Oh yeah, this soundtrack slaps. Absolutely. And this is, like, the second best track in it, so... Smiley face. Yeah, Danny Baranowski did a real good job with the soundtrack. And then there's also the new soundtrack, and it doesn't slap, so we don't mention it. We don't talk about it. We just listen to the old one. The start of this level spells poo, by the way, in case you didn't notice. It's really funny. Yeah, exactly, Shu. It's basically the lore. Here's a little skip. I don't know if it actually saves time, but I think it's cool. Like, skips you going into those portals. Because you just make the jump forehead. New OST is fucking garbage, and your opinion is invalid. Sorry. Okay, there's a fun strat on the next level, which I'll hopefully do. So you can just slide under the laser. And let's do it again. Very nice. Oh no. Okay. Not how that's meant to go, but we saved it. We did it, gamers. That was really scary, actually. Okay. One more level, and then we get to the most exciting boss of the run, Little Horn. By the way, you can just leave that block there and it won't shoot you. So yeah, this is the best boss of the run. Because, yeah. One more jump. And then we can chill. I mean, we can chill right now, but, you know. Still got one very exciting jump to go. And there we go. So how you doing, chat? How are you enjoying this exciting boss fight? Alright, we did it. We beat the boss. No, I beat it first try casually. Obviously. So little warning, the screen will be white for like 2 seconds, so don't get spooked. I know it's October. Very spooky. That's basically an effect that from the previous chapter. I skipped the cutscene so fast that the fade out doesn't finish. So it like finishes the fade out on the next possible place it can, which is then the next level. But yeah, this is the the last full chapter, 20 levels. How exciting is that? See if I can get this. No, I cannot. I don't know why. This strat gives me way too much trouble. Alright, second try. I'll take it. So yeah, I guess I didn't talk about the hell gimmicks, but it's nothing really to write home about. Like upgraded missiles, some other stuff. Bouncing lava balls and stuff. This chapter adds buttons, which is like keys, but on a timer. And, like more enemies. Random stuff. Here, the key grab. If you miss that, you have to reset the level. Because you can't grab that again. Because that's what I call good game design. Oh yeah, I don't really... I guess I should have. So these are zombies. I hate them a lot. But it's okay. We'll manage. Oh, okay. Not how that's meant to go. But we did it. Cool. So here's just baiting zombies into saw blades, because I guess they're taller than Meat Boy. Just slightly. And okay. I don't know why on that level, like on this level, the zombie to the left, like there's two zombies to the left, and sometimes one of them follows Meat Boy at the start, and sometimes it doesn't. Not entering the warp zone. That's it. Poggers in chat. I hope. Oh, come on. Thank you. I have no idea how much it means to me to get a poggers in the chat. Here's a fun skip. So, you're supposed to get this key and go to the left side of the screen. Get another key, unlock this locked thing. But instead you can just jump around. What value? Okay, so this level is on a timer. There's like a wall of maggots approaching me, but you never see it. This is a very well made level where those gravity fields are supposed to push you away, but you can just wall jump and make it past them either way. Oh, whoops. That's not how you're meant to do that level. Neither is that. Okay, let's stop jumping into the saw blade. Thank you. Instead, let's get hit by a rocket. I'm just showing you like how not to do this level. Like a speedrunning PSA. Alright. You're taking notes? Good, good. This is the best boss in the game. For basically, the way he jumped, you need 3 of those. And they're all random. So, if you're running this game, smiley face. You know what speedrun isn't random? Gemini, which you should catch later in this marathon. This is very good RNG. I'm really glad that I'll be underestimated. I mean, what? Aye, and then 2 jumps in a row. Very cool. Okay. Now we're in the last chapter. 5 levels. And the boss. Oh yeah, also another white screen. Forgot to mention that. That one was shorter though, so fine. Here's 6-1 skip, where you die to a soul blade because you forgot to let go of sprint. Oh, nice slide. Slides are frame perfect, by the way. When you're meant to wall jump, but instead you just slide up the wall. Come on. Come on. This trick is not that hard, I promise. Please. Oh my god. There we go, okay. That skips grabbing a bunch of keys. Now 6-2 is a level I really love to choke, so let's not do that. Okay. Should be fine, but I have jumped into those saw blades before, so good thing I didn't that time. So the end has, like, doesn't have many of the gimmicks from earlier in the game, but it does have the longest levels in the game basically. So dying here is very punishing. Even though the obstacles themselves are pretty simple. Oh, come on. That's just unlucky. Bad Soul Blade RNG, unfortunately. Okay. And this is Omega. Everyone's favorite. I'll go for keyless a couple times. But if I don't get it, I'll just do key full. So this is keyless. It's not how you do that. It's not how you do that either. Oh! Okay. So yeah, that skips getting the key. Shockingly. You might not have guessed that a skip called keyless skips a key, but it does. And it is quite precise. So I'm quite happy I got that on basically the first try. Like, it wasn't the first try, but it was the first life. So we take those. So this is an auto-scroller, basically. You're just waiting for Fetus to get to the end. You're supposed to be staying between those two walls of Soul Blades and like dodging his rockets and stuff, but why do that when you can go fast? And now we're locked in this room. We can do some fun stuff. But streamer, you're gonna die. The Soul Blade is coming for you. Oh no. Oh wait, standing on a button just makes you invincible because Super Meat Boy. Okay, so this is the escape. This is where you escape and hit the trigger and then the game ends. So get ready on time. Oh, and did I seriously get a slide? Oh my god, I don't think that. Was that a slide or was I just too high up? Shit. I was so excited to just end the run. Alright. Take 2. Time. That was a very interesting death. But yeah, that was Super Meat Boy. You hit the trigger from outside of the room because it just extends further. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the run. I had fun. And be ready for Mages of Mistralia coming up next by yours truly.